Today we are learning to think and act like artists. We're beginning a landscape drawing today. When it's done, it might look like this. A landscape is a picture or a painting that has the sky, the land, and other details that belong on the land like trees, bushes, roads, and rivers. I want you to remember the word landscape, so we're going to practice it. A, B, C, landscape. A, B, C, landscape. A, B, C, landscape. The first thing that we're learning is how to make a realistic looking tree. To make the trunk, we start with two parallel lines about this shape and size. We don't want to make your parallel lines too tall like this because then you won't have enough space for the branches. We also don't want your parallel lines to be touching the ground like this because then you won't have any space to draw the tree roots. Another thing to avoid is something I call the apple core, where your parallel lines are really, really thin in the middle. I think it looks like the core of an apple. So try not to draw that either. And we also don't want it to be too small. The best looking tree trunks tend to be this shape and size. Draw that now. You can add the roots and then stop. Now we're going to start adding branches. The first thing that I do to add branches is I make two straight lines, or parallel lines again, and then I turn them into V's so they look like big letter V's. After that, we're going to make the branch go up. There it is on one side. Here it is on the other side. So we just made 3 branches. Do that with big V's and then stop. From now on, there's only one more step that you need to know to complete your tree branches. I'm going to show you these steps in orange first so that you can see it a little bit more easily. The first thing that we do is find where your branches ended. The second thing you do is draw a big letter V above where your branch ended, like this. These V's are going to be a lot bigger than you're used to writing with your regular handwriting. It's like a great big V. So draw 3 V's up above where your branch ended and then stop. Please avoid drawing your V down inside the tree trunk. Don't do that. It goes up above it. So 3 V's and then stop. The next thing that we need to do is draw the sides of the branches. That one's done. Here are the sides for this one. That one's done. And the sides for this one. That one's done. Do that and then stop. From now on, we're just going to be repeating those steps to finish the tree branches. So you find the end of your branch, draw a big letter V, and then make the sides come up. And that's done. Find the end, draw a big letter V, and make the sides come up. Now that one's done. We're going to do these steps on all of our tree branches. Draw a big V, make the sides come up, and that one's done. Draw a big V and make the sides come up. That one's done. Draw a big V and make the sides come up. Now I want to show you a few things to avoid. Number 1, tiny, tiny V's. Whoa, these are small. Don't make them that tiny. You need to draw your V's much larger than you would for your regular handwriting. We need to put some Miracle-Gro on this tree. That thing is tiny. They should be bigger. Another thing to avoid, I call it the stack of V's. If you have V's on top of V's on top of V's on top of V's and it's just going straight up to the top, you need to erase all of that and try it again. That is not right. And one more thing. Please don't do this. Please don't draw a straight line across the end of your branch. It's going to look like somebody climbed up your tree with a chainsaw and cut off all your tree limbs. Don't draw a line at the end of it, please. We're going to find the end of your branch, draw a big V, and make the sides come up. Find the end of your branch, draw a big V, and make the sides come up. Find the end of your branch, draw a big V, and make the sides come up. End of the branch, draw a big V, and make the sides come up. We're going to keep repeating those steps until this starts to look more like a tree. It looks like we're almost done. You'll know when your tree is finished because either your tree branches will touch the top of your paper where the line is, or it will just start to look like it's complete. And you'll notice as you get closer to the top, your V's do get smaller, and sometimes you just have to stop because there's no more space to fit another V. So if you run out of space, you can stop. It looks like we might be done. When you're happy with how your tree looks and you feel like it's finished, I want you to carefully trace all of that pencil with Sharpie. Personally, I think the larger Sharpies do a better job, but you can try the pen style too. Nice work, and have fun, kids.